Timothy Weah is so far Juve's only major summer purchase. He starts as the right wing-back. Weston McKennie's future is uncertain, but he's also included striker Vlahovic, not yet fit to be involved, veteran defender Bonucci being frozen out, and he hasn't Real Madrid on Sunday at the Rose Bowl. Well, Milan completed the signing of Villarreal winger Chukwueze yesterday, but he's not yet been integrated. 3 of their new recruits do start, however, Pulisic and Loftus-Cheek from Chelsea, plus the former RZ midfielder Federico Gatti. Chiesa. And Calabria. Best effort of this game so far.
Great switch of play from Gatti. Calabria's got a problem. Chiesa running at him, chops it in onto his right foot. Wasn't there where he had the injury. He had it a little bit earlier on when he played a pass forward. Again, see how deep Juventus are defending here.
Hernandez. And the header is perfectly placed. Malick guiding it well out of the reach of Wojciech Szczesny. And the 7 times champions of Europe have their noses in front.
And all the coaches that like to have their team defending higher up the field will say that's why you don't defend deeply. Ball's played into a good area, they don't win the first ball. Excellent leap from Thiaw, and there's nothing really that Szczesny can do about it. If you are going to defend that deep, you've got to go and attack the ball. Juventus don't. Excellent header.
Miretti. For Weah, who is quick, as we know, very quick. It's Chiesa! It should have been 1-1.
Well, that's all about, as you mentioned, the pace of Weah on that right-hand side. It's a good ball played forward by Miretti. Tomori tries to get across there, can't do so, gets beaten for pace, and it's a good cross. And there's 3 versus 2 in the box. Just can't get it on target. It's a good effort from Chiesa. Tries to go with the inside of his left boot rather than his laces.
So this will be Chiesa. On by McKennie. And scrambled off the line first of all by Krunic. Returned with interest. Juventus have a very scrappy equaliser, and it is the former Manchester City stalwart defender Danilo.
Well, here's the ball into the box, great flick by McKennie. They should score at the far post. Eventually, there he is. It comes back to him. Danilo in the right place at the right time with his right boot. It's a real scramble, should score there, great save. The initial one, Magnon, but they can't keep out the second and third.
A click centre forwards header from Olivier Giroud. That's Pulisic. It's Thiaw and Giroud. They look for a flag. There is no flag, and Milan have their lead back.
Well, they're all claiming offside here. It's going to be interesting to see, because I think they came out after the header was made. Watch again. Let's have a look. No, he's not offside. He's not offside because the player at the bottom of your picture was keeping him onside. Doesn't matter what was going on in the box. It's the player that was closest to the corner for Juventus was keeping him onside. And it's a very nice finish. No chance for the goalkeeper, Szczesny. They can moan all they like, Juventus. It was onside.
Well, the Juventus players are pointing at one of the big screens behind the goal, which has shown various replays, not necessarily from the most useful or telling
there it is.
Angles.
There it is. You can see the player at the bottom of your picture who puts his hand up in the air, the one on the edge.
is going to take the plaudits. And it's taken barely 2 minutes of the second half for Juventus to level for a second time.
And once again, Milan don't defend it particularly well. Giroud is in that near post space. He's got to attack the ball. Rugani just runs across the front of him. They didn't come off Giroud. Let's have a look from this angle. It may well come off the Frenchman. Rugani probably got a slight touch. And Giroud gets the last touch. Left-footed players here. Giroud, Theo Hernandez. Florenzi is good with his right boot.
To Giroud. And it went awkward for Pinsoglio.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that was the most comfortable of saves. Just bouncing in front of him. Almost got underneath this one, the goalkeeper.
Florenzi has stayed on, but that apart, it's pretty much all changed. Here's Ware. Keane. There's Keane hoisting it for Kostic. And Keane coming in again.
We know he's got a good left foot. Kostic doesn't quite make the right contact here. Good play from Keane. He's past his man fairly easily. A good deep cross.
Igas. Barcelona in Dallas and Real Madrid at the Rose Bowl.
I think it's fair to say when you see the age group that have come onto the field, just hold off here.
Possibilities for Milan. Pinsoglio just about covering his upright, but not a great deal more.
Vega, the player that has got himself into a good area here. They avoided the first challenge. Hits it nicely with his left foot. Pinsoglio was going to be nowhere near that had it been on sides. To Miami. Worked out for Milik at Napoli.
Traore gifted the ball. Colombo back to Romero, who stabbed it goalwards, and Pinsoglio's called into serious action.
Well, I'll have to see this again. It could be a very good save. It's a nice effort from the youngster. He won the ball back in a good area. There's a block there from Rugani. On the outside of his left foot, that's a good effort and a good save as well. Rugani certainly doesn't handball it there. Colombo sets up. It's probably just about going wide, but he's...
Luca Romero, 18-year-old attacking midfielder, born in Mexico, grew up in Spain, was an Argentine junior international. First kick of the shootout. And Romero slipped. Standing leg went from beneath him.
Don't think we'll say too much about that. Big moment for the youngster. Oh dear.
So can Milik be rather more sure-footed for Juventus? Very experienced Polish international, played at World Cups, 69 caps for his country. Ex-Napoli and Marseille on his resume. And Milik makes no mistake at all.
Yeah, good penalty. As skip as he ran up to it, but hit it with power, hits the side netting. Goalkeeper chose the right way. But couldn't make the save. It's a nice height for the goalkeeper to save it. Just couldn't get there. Sportiello.
Yassine Adli will celebrate his 23rd birthday on Saturday. players of PSG and Bordeaux. French-born to Algerian parents. His future with Milan questionable. But Adli is up to scratch here, and Milan are on the board.
Well, once again, the goalkeeper chooses the right way, but it's a good enough penalty to beat him. Just like the previous one, he wraps his foot round it, actually hits the side netting. Good penalty again.
Samuel Illing Jr. He was born in London into a Congolese family. Joined Chelsea at the age of 8, but decided he wasn't going to get a chance there. Certainly getting his chance at Juventus. Samuel Illing Jr. is denied by Sportiello's sprightly save.
He looked as though he was going to play it with his right foot, then round it to play it with his left foot. And Sportiello shows the right way. It's not a great penalty, is it? Does well to get his bottom hand down to it. It's a decent save.
Tommaso Pogba. 3 caps for Italy, born in Trieste. And at a very savable height for Pinsolio.
It's actually very clever goalkeeping. He was working across the line, he was going backwards and forwards. He was trying to put Pogba off. He was probably in front of the line as the kick was taken. Certainly one foot was in front of the line. Very good save. Nice height for him.
Hans Nicolucci. He spent time on loan at Perugia and Salernitana. 3 appearances for Juve. Belted in.
I actually thought he was quite impressive when he came on. Played as the holding midfield player, got on the ball, made things happen. We saw him deliver a couple of good balls into the box and shows his quality with that penalty there. Right in the corner. It sends the goalkeeper the wrong way.
More experience now. Charles de Ketelaere. Went to the World Cup with Belgium. This time not running backwards and forwards across his line. Sportiello just told to get away from behind the goal. Mixture of Juve and Milan fans directly behind the net. De Ketelaere, very calmly done.
Nice smile from Pinsolio. A composed penalty for the Belgium.
We are going through the ranks of the relatively untried. 18-year-old Dean Huijsen. Native of Amsterdam, although he grew up in Spain. Dutch under-18 international.
I think he had a little word with Sportiello as well. Something must have been said between the two. Uses the inside of his right boot. A very good penalty. Had a lot of pace on it, considering he played it with the inside of his foot rather than his laces.
So 3-2 in Juventus' favour. That means that Lorenzo Colombo has to score this to keep the shootout alive. Colombo with a bit of pressure. And the goalkeeper seemed almost wrong-footed. 3-3, but Juventus have a kick to win it.
Well, he took a gamble. He thought that Colombo might go down the middle, so just stood his ground. That wasn't quite the case. This still could be the winning penalty.
Many sides think that the fifth penalty could quite often be decisive. It should be taken by someone reliable. That man is Filip Kostic. And maybe his reliability factor is not quite what Juve had hoped.
Well, he's got a great left foot. One of the best in European football, and he just smashes this. And unfortunately, smashes it straight at the goalkeeper, who gets a good top hand to it. Sportiello. Frustration for those players on the side, Juventus players.
Davide Bartasaghi, who is a defender, not a specialist. And maybe it showed. Two saves now by Pinsoglio.
And it's a decent one, not a great penalty. He threatens to dive one way, goes back the other way, almost hits him on the chest. Another chance for Juve.
It is Matthias Soulé. Very promising young Argentine player. This to win it for the team from Turin. And he does! It's Juventus' night in Carson, California. Victory over their age-old rivals from the spot.
And it's a good penalty as well. Soulé composed.